And Georgia, a state in the southeastern United States, is a land of captivating beauty and a rich, complex history. Nestled between the Atlantic Ocean and the Appalachian Mountains, Georgia's diverse geography offers a stunning array of natural wonders. From the lush forests and rolling hills to the serene coastal plains and bustling urban centers, the state is a mosaic of landscapes that tell a story of both natural splendor and human endeavor. From its rolling hills and coastal plains to its bustling cities and charming small towns, Georgia offers a tapestry of experiences for residents and visitors alike. The vibrant city of Atlanta, with its towering skyscrapers and dynamic cultural scene, stands in stark contrast to the quaint, historic towns that dot the countryside. Each corner of Georgia has its own unique charm, inviting exploration and discovery. The state's history is as diverse as its landscape, a journey that began long before European settlers arrived on its shores. Ancient Native American civilizations thrived here, building complex societies and leaving behind a legacy that still resonates today. The intricate history of Georgia is a tapestry woven with the threads of various cultures and peoples who have called this land home. For centuries, Native American tribes called this land home, leaving an indelible mark on its culture and identity. The Creek and Cherokee nations, among others, developed rich traditions and a deep connection to the land. Their influence is still evident in the place names, cultural practices, and archaeological sites scattered throughout the state. The arrival of Europeans in the 16th century marked a turning point, ushering in an era of colonization, conflict, and ultimately, the birth of a nation. Spanish explorers were among the first to set foot in Georgia, followed by British colonists who established the colony of Georgia in 1733. This period was characterized by both cooperation and conflict with the Native American tribes, as well as the establishment of plantations and the introduction of slavery. From its founding as a British colony to its pivotal role in the American Revolution and the Civil War, Georgia has witnessed some of the most transformative events in American history. The state played a crucial role in the fight for independence, with key battles fought on its soil. During the Civil War, Georgia was a major battleground, and the infamous March to the Sea by General Sherman left a lasting impact on the state's landscape and psyche. Today, Georgia stands as a testament to the resilience and spirit of its people. The state has rebuilt and reinvented itself numerous times, emerging stronger and more vibrant with each challenge. Modern Georgia is a blend of old and new, where historic landmarks coexist with cutting-edge technology and innovation. The people of Georgia are known for their hospitality, creativity, and determination, qualities that continue to drive the state forward. It has evolved from a primarily agricultural society to a thriving hub of industry, technology, and culture. The state's economy is diverse, with key sectors including agriculture, manufacturing, technology, and entertainment. Georgia is home to major corporations, innovative startups, and a vibrant arts scene, making it a dynamic place to live and work. Cultural festivals and events celebrate the state's rich heritage and contemporary achievements, bringing communities together in a shared sense of pride and identity. As we delve into the annals of Georgia's past, we uncover a narrative woven with threads of triumph and tragedy, perseverance and progress, shaping the state into the dynamic and multifaceted place it is today. Each chapter of Georgia's history adds depth and complexity to its identity, from the ancient civilizations that first inhabited the land to the modern innovations that drive its future. This journey through time reveals the enduring spirit of Georgia and its people, a story of resilience, transformation, and hope. Long before the arrival of European explorers, the land we now know as Georgia was home to a thriving Native American population. These early inhabitants had a deep connection to the land, which provided them with everything they needed to sustain their communities. The rivers, forests, and fertile soil of Georgia were not just resources but integral parts of their way of life, shaping their culture and traditions in profound ways. Among the most prominent tribes were the Creek and the Cherokee, skilled farmers, hunters, and artisans who lived in harmony with nature. The Creek, also known as the Muskogee, were particularly adept at cultivating crops such as corn, beans, and squash, which were staples of their diet. They also engaged in hunting and fishing, utilizing the abundant wildlife in the region. The Cherokee, on the other hand, were known for their intricate basket weaving and pottery, which were not only functional, but also held significant cultural and spiritual meaning. These indigenous communities developed sophisticated social structures, spiritual beliefs, and agricultural practices, leaving an enduring legacy on the land. Their agricultural techniques, such as the Three Sisters method of planting corn, beans, and squash together, were highly efficient and sustainable. Their spiritual beliefs were deeply intertwined with the natural world, with ceremonies and rituals that honored the earth, the seasons, and the cycles of life. The Creek, known for their elaborate ceremonies and skilled craftsmanship, inhabited the central and southern regions of present-day Georgia. Their green corn ceremony, for example, was a major event that marked the beginning of the harvest season and involved days of feasting, dancing, and religious observances. This ceremony was not only a time of celebration, but also a way to renew social bonds and reaffirm their connection to the land. They were organized into a confederacy of towns, each governed by a council of elders. These councils were responsible for making important decisions regarding the welfare of the community, including matters of trade, conflict resolution, and alliances with other tribes. The wisdom and experience of the elders were highly valued, and their leadership played a crucial role in maintaining the stability and prosperity of the Creek society. The Cherokee, renowned for their language and artistic traditions, primarily resided in the mountainous north. Their language, which belongs to the Iroquoian family, was rich and complex, with a unique syllabary developed by the Cherokee scholar Sequoyah in the early 19th century. This written language allowed for the preservation and transmission of their cultural heritage, including myths, laws, and historical records. They developed a written language, a testament to their intellectual prowess. The creation of the Cherokee syllabary was a remarkable achievement that enabled widespread literacy among the Cherokee people. It facilitated the publication of newspapers, books, and legal documents in their own language, strengthening their cultural identity and autonomy. The arrival of Europeans in the 16th century, however, brought about drastic changes to the lives of Georgia's native inhabitants. The initial encounters were often marked by curiosity and cautious exchanges, but as European settlements expanded, the dynamics shifted dramatically. The introduction of new diseases, to which the Native Americans had no immunity, led to devastating epidemics that decimated entire communities. The influx of settlers led to competition for land and resources, culminating in a series of conflicts and forced migrations. The struggle for control over the fertile lands of Georgia resulted in numerous battles and skirmishes, with both sides suffering heavy losses. Treaties were often made and broken, leading to a cycle of mistrust and violence that further eroded the traditional way of life for the Native American tribes. The infamous Trail of Tears, a tragic chapter in American history, saw the forced removal of thousands of Cherokee from their ancestral lands in the 1830s, a testament to the devastating impact of European expansion on Native American communities. This forced migration, carried out under the Indian Removal Act, led to the deaths of thousands due to harsh conditions, disease, and starvation. The Trail of Tears remains a poignant reminder of the resilience and suffering of the Native American people and their enduring spirit in the face of adversity. In 1732, a British philanthropist named James Oglethorpe embarked on a mission to establish a new colony in North America. Oglethorpe, deeply moved by the plight of the poor and indebted in England, sought to create a place where they could start anew. His vision was not just about providing land, but about offering hope and a second chance to those who had been marginalized by society. Oglethorpe envisioned a haven for the worthy poor of England, a place where debtors and those seeking a fresh start could rebuild their lives. He believed that by giving these individuals an opportunity to work and own land, they could become productive members of society. This idea was revolutionary at the time, as it challenged the prevailing notions of class and social hierarchy. This vision led to the founding of Georgia, the last of the 13 original colonies. The colony was strategically located to serve as a buffer between the prosperous Carolinas and Spanish Florida, providing both economic opportunities and a line of defense. Oglethorpe's plan was meticulously thought out, with a focus on creating a balanced and self-sustaining community. Oglethorpe named the colony after King George II and established Savannah as its first settlement. The city was carefully planned with a unique grid layout, designed to promote equality and cooperation among its inhabitants. Each settler was granted a plot of land, and the city quickly grew into a thriving community. Savannah, strategically located on the banks of the Savannah River, quickly became a vital port city, facilitating trade and commerce. The river provided easy access to the Atlantic Ocean, making Savannah a key hub for the export of goods. The city's economy flourished, attracting merchants, craftsmen, and settlers from various parts of the world. The colony's early economy relied heavily on agriculture, with tobacco, rice, and indigo emerging as key cash crops. These crops were well suited to the region's climate and soil, and their cultivation required significant labor. Oglethorpe initially envisioned a society of small farmers, but the demand for labor-intensive crops soon led to changes in the colony's social and economic structure. Under Oglethorpe's leadership, Georgia adopted a unique set of regulations, including a ban on slavery and the consumption of alcohol. These laws were intended to create a moral and industrious society, free from the vices that plagued other colonies. Oglethorpe believed that by promoting hard work and temperance, the colony could achieve prosperity and stability. These restrictions, however, proved unpopular among many colonists and were eventually lifted, paving the way for the growth of plantation agriculture and the institution of slavery, a dark chapter that would cast a long shadow over the state's future. The lifting of these bans marked a significant shift in the colony's development, leading to increased wealth for some but also deepening social divisions and setting the stage for future conflicts. As tensions escalated between Great Britain and its American colonies in the late 18th century, Georgia found itself at a significant crossroads. While some colonists remained loyal to the British Crown, a growing number embraced the fervent call for independence. Georgia's strategic location and abundant resources made it a crucial battleground in the ensuing American Revolution. Notable figures like Button Gwinnett, Lyman Hall, and George Walton, signatories of the Declaration of Independence, emerged as prominent voices advocating for independence. Lachlan Mackintosh, a Scottish Highlander who settled in Georgia, became a brigadier general in the Continental Army, leading troops in several key battles. The Siege of Savannah, a joint Franco-American attempt to retake the city from British forces in 1779, became one of the bloodiest battles of the war. Despite their valiant efforts, the Continental Army and their allies suffered a devastating defeat. However, the spirit of revolution continued to burn brightly in Georgia, contributing to the eventual victory over the British and the birth of a new nation.